be able to walk out and about in the society amongst us. So this is the situation currently we're picking up from the ground. All the legal procedures are happening as we speak now.
Yes, Varshini, I also want to read out the statement that came in from the DMK yesterday, because we must not forget, and I think it's important for our viewers to know what are the kind of reactions we've heard from political parties, because there have been political parties, Varshini, who've celebrated the release of the assassins of the former Prime Minister. What the DMK said, the DMK leader and the Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin, he said this is a ruling that is historic. He said it's historic towards the democratic principles of the country.
Well, absolutely, yes. The Chief Minister did mention the same, in his statement when he released yesterday after the judgment came out. He specifically spoke about how DMK has always been fighting for the release of the convicts, be it while they were the opposition, now as they are the government, and that the MK Stalin has been constantly voicing out to release these convicts. And at the same time, we know that the Cabinet of Ministers also passed a resolution which was sent to the governor in order to make sure that the release of these convicts are happening. And also he also mentioned about how this is the historic win, and this is also about how it's going to make sure that it is their voice, that they have been fighting for social justice for everybody and human rights and humanitarian victory for everybody who's fighting for human rights. So those are the words that he mentioned in his statement yesterday. And he also spoke about how all the other parties, the parties that are in alliance with DMK, particularly MDMK,
yes.
Marumalarchi Dravida Munitra Kazhagam, which is led by Vaiko, also
yes,
was a very important
Varshini,
party.
That's the key point. That is the key point. And at a point, and at a judgment, and in a society like this, where India as a country has borne the brunt of terror, are we allowing terrorists to walk free? That is the larger debate. And again, I reiterate that we here at the Republic Media Network are not questioning the Supreme Court, and with utmost respect to the highest court in the land and the judges and the judgment. But it's important to look at a holistic picture here. The reason why Republic, remember, has kept its focus on this big story the moment it broke. Now, we spoke of the DMK. Let's talk about the Congress. What the Congress party said. Now, there was a statement that was released by Jairam Ramesh of the Congress party, who said, and I quote him here, the decision of the Supreme Court, he said, is totally unacceptable and completely erroneous. The Congress party criticizes it clearly and finds it wholly untenable. It is most unfortunate that the Supreme Court has not acted in consonance with the spirit of India on this issue, and he said we will be taking legal remedies. So will that happen or not? We will track that story and we'll keep asking all those important questions. And we are shifting our focus to our next big breaking update. Again, a Republic campaign. The hashtag is TMC insults the president, and zero remorse from the Neta in question. No action by the sitting Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. These are protesters on the street right now. The BJP has been up in arms. The BJP says, sack this minister. This is exactly what a lot of you, the viewers, have also been saying ever since this entire story was broken here on the Republic Media Network. Okay, Republic Bangla, in fact, we are told, has also confronted the TMC Minister Akhil Giri in question, who's not apologetic, who is not even willing to put forward an apology. But the question we ask, why is Mamata Banerjee quiet? Does the party support what you've heard from this minister in question? An extremely misogynist, despicable, reprehensible comments that have come in from this TMC Neta, who's a minister. He, remember, is a minister. And when these comments were made, you had another TMC minister who was a part of that entire gathering. Kunal Ghosh was also present, who is very, very close to Mamata Banerjee, and these are images coming in from Kolkata of the massive protest by the BJP right now over the inaction by the Mamata Banerjee government. On the other side, more live coverage of this and much more.
30 to 40% of the people who didn't even know they had diabetes had soaring sugar levels.
To help India beat diabetes, BITO has collaborated with Lions Club International to conduct diabetes screening camps all over India to create awareness and control this silent epidemic.
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
Get your diabetes care program with a free BITO glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and 1 of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है.
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
BITO is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with BITO, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
So the Chief Minister has said that you are an RSS camp follower. He has said that you should be a detached figure. He says that you should uphold the dignity of your office, not be a RSS camp follower.
You can change a government. You can't change a people. It is the people of India who are electing the government at the center.
BJP state president walking towards the protesters demanding the resignation of Arya Rajendran, the mayor. At the same time, water cannons and tear gas are being used.
They want you to resign. Isn't it obvious to you, Mr. Khan? Now that you've used the resign word, I'll say it clearly to you. They want you to resign.
The law says the governor shall be chancellor. He cannot resign. Even when I had written the letter to the Chief Minister, I had said, make alternative statutory arrangements.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Grameen. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrate.
TMC Neta insults the president. Will Mamata Banerjee sack this very, very controversial minister? There is nationwide anger over president's insult. India demands action against this sexist, misogynist Neta. The BJP tears into the Mamata government demanding action against a sexist slur on the Supreme Commander of our armed forces. There is massive political storm as Republic Bangla exposes the TMC's abuse of the president. This is the biggest vindication for citizens as political arrogance finally crumbles. You're with us on Republic, and we begin this edition of the news with these live images right now coming in from Kolkata. This is the BJP up in arms against the TMC Neta. Remember the man that you see there now on the left of your screens, a Neta who made a despicable misogynist and a completely unwarranted, unacceptable remark against the president of the country. Till now, this Neta has not been sacked. He's a minister in the Mamata Banerjee government. Republic Bangla, in fact, confronted this minister, Akhil Giri. Let's play out what happened.
আপনি কোন সাহসে ভারতের রাষ্ট্রপতিকে এই কথা বলেন? কোন সাহসে আপনি বলেন ভারতের রাষ্ট্রপতিকে এই ধরনের কথা?
আপনার পার্টির নেতা কোন? আপনি কোন সাহসে শুভেন্দু আমাকে বাজে কথা বলে? আপনি বলুন রিপাবলিক।
আপনি কোন সাহসে ভারতবর্ষের রাষ্ট্রপতিকে বলেন? কি কদর্য কথা বলেন? কোন সাহসে? আপনি প্রকাশ্য সভায় গা ঘিন ঘিন করে কদর্য ইঙ্গিত করছেন। আপনি কদর্য ইঙ্গিত কেন করেছেন রাষ্ট্রপতির বিরুদ্ধে?
আপনার মতন বিহার লোক কথা বলছেন। না না,
গোটা দেশ দেখেছে আপনার সেই ইঙ্গিত।
আপনি কদর্য কথা
আপনি যে কু ইঙ্গিত করেছেন গোটা দেশ দেখেছে, কুণাল ঘোষ দেখেছে, শশী পাজা দেখেছে।
না, আপনি কে আমাকে প্রশ্ন করার? আপনি কে?
আপনি আদিবাসীদের নিয়ে কু ইঙ্গিত করেছেন, মানুষের শরীর নিয়ে ইঙ্গিত করেছেন।
আপনি না, আপনি ওটা বাজে কথা বলছেন রিপাবলিক।
রিপাবলিকে সেই ছবি দেখানোর পর গোটা বিশ্ব দেখেছে।
All right, so you see how he's defined absolutely zero remorse from the man in question, Akhil Giri, the TMC minister there. We once again are playing out these images right now on the right of your screens. This is the BJP that says there has to be action against this man. They want Mamata Banerjee to speak up. TMC insults the president is the hashtag. And I think we can also cut across to our reporters who are reporting live right now. Saikat, I'm told, is with us. Mayuk, I see there. So Mayuk, why don't you take it away and tell us what has happened so far? You know, the All India Trinamool Congress has issued a statement. Many would say that has just been done for the purpose to say we distance ourselves from this entire comment. But is that good enough, Mayuk? Why is the Chief Minister quiet?
Well, exactly. It's been 20 hours and still there's no official response from Mamata Banerjee or Abhishek Banerjee, the highest brass, the top brass of Trinamool Congress. On the other hand, we are getting in reaction from Kunal Ghosh, who was also present there at the gathering, and he is the media manager of Trinamool Congress. At around 4 p.m., we are getting the reaction of Trinamool Congress's spokesperson Kunal Ghosh. Almost after 21 hours later, Trinamool Congress is waking up. Trinamool Congress and other channels, which we call Min Media, they are waking up and they are now covering this event because of the fact that the entire coverage has become a national issue. Republic Network's coverage since yesterday has become the biggest talking points in Bengal as well as in India. And one of the biggest thing that we are still observing is that Kunal Ghosh is saying that this is highly condemnable. We are not supporting this misogynist statement and all, but no action has been taken against Akhil Giri so far. What we are getting in from our sources is that Akhil Giri is still the minister. Akhil Giri is still the big leader in Midnapur, and most importantly, Akhil Giri is still in his own domain, saying that what I have done is a slip of tongue. But I'm not going to give an apology letter to the President of India, the first Dalit President of India.
Why is he not arrested? I do not know, because, you know, a comment like this clearly is not just crass, Abhishek, but it is problematic at a number of levels. You know, if you allow netas to get away with comments like these, I mean, I can't even imagine, Abhishek, what's the next comment that we'll hear then?
Well, crass, casteist, and you know, insensitive. Given the dignity of office that goes with the President of India, Deepthi. And you were asking a question why no action has been taken by Mamata Banerjee. You know, the reason is that the association of Akhil Giri actually goes back decades with Mamata. In fact, he was one of the first few leaders who quit the Congress party the moment Mamata Banerjee announced her leaving Congress and forming Trinamool sometime in late 1990s, I believe 1998. And since then, Akhil Giri has been with her. And that's why I think the weight of association is making the top Trinamool leadership perhaps inertia driven when it comes to taking a call on something like this. So they have sort of come out with a statement distancing themselves from the comments made by Akhil Giri. But I think the old relationship of Mamata Banerjee personally with Akhil Giri really weighing on the decision.
Whatever,
that's the reason
Abhishek, the alibis can be whatever. But the point is, you're talking about the president of the country, period. You cannot be making a comment like this, period, Abhishek. I'm just going to come back to you. Mayuk, is there that reaction from Kunal Ghosh? When is that expected? You said close to 4 he might speak to the media. So he decides the time when he wants to speak to the media. But when he is a part of that entire gathering, Mayuk, he does not go and stop this Neta.
Absolutely. He decided his own time. He said that I'm going to speak at around 3:30 p.m. I'm going to do a press conference, but I'm going to give reaction as a mass reaction, as not a specific reaction to Republic Bangla. On the other hand, we are getting in reaction that BJP MLAs of West Bengal Legislative Assembly have sought an urgent appointment to meet with Honorable Governor of West Bengal, La Ganeshan, regarding the sacking of TMC Minister Akhil Giri, stating that he has lost moral authority to continue as minister after his derogatory remark on the Honorable President. So it's a big development in Bengal. The BJP leaders, the BJP legislative leaders, the MLAs of BJP, which is led by Shubhendu Adhikari, they are going to sort an urgent appointment. Probably this evening only the BJP MLAs are going to reach the Raj Bhavan in West Bengal, and they are going to meet La Ganeshan and demand the sacking of TMC Minister Akhil Giri. So this is the question, Abhishek. This is the question that when BJP MLAs are on street, they are going to meet the governor. People of West Bengal are angry. There are tribal leaders, there are tribal community people who are fuming with anger. Why not a single reaction from the chief minister, from Abhishek Banerjee, or from
not angry? Mayuk, why is Mamata Banerjee not angry? Why is she not upset? Why does she not sack this minister? This is going to be that only and only question today that is relevant.
Absolutely, and what Abhishek was saying, the inertia is actually becoming a hindrance. Mamata Banerjee is always known to be loyal with her old guards, and this man also, Akhil Giri, as Abhishek has rightly said, that he has been a long time associate of Mamata Banerjee, and most importantly, he is the custodian of Midnapur Trinamool Congress. So that is very important, that might be the reason why Trinamool Congress is still not reacting. The Mamata Banerjee is not reacting, Abhishek Banerjee is not reacting, and most importantly,
Mayuk, I'll just keep telling our viewers, because a lot of live reactions are coming in. Mayuk, apologies, but these are live images on our screens coming in from Odisha. So that is the extent of the anger. People across the country today, Mayuk, are speaking up and they are baffled. I think Shambit Patra is also speaking in. Let's listen if we can to that reaction.
चिंताजनक है, ये दुखद है, ये आपत्तिजनक है. आज इसी विषय को लेकर पूरे उड़ीसा में हर जगह लोग क्षुब्ध हैं, लोग दुखी हैं, लोग आज सड़कों पर उतरे हुए हैं. पूरी लोकसभा क्षेत्र के नयागढ़ विधानसभा में भी आज आप देख सकते हैं, न केवल जनजातीय लोग अपितु साधारण लोग, किसी पार्टी से जिनका संबंध नहीं है, साधारण लोग, वो आज सड़क पर उतरे हुए हैं. उनका एक ही मांग है, और वो मांग है कि ममता बनर्जी को अपने मंत्री अखिल गिरी को बर्खास्त करना चाहिए, उनका रेजिग्नेशन लेना चाहिए. क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से प्रथम नागरिक का अपमान हुआ है, जिस प्रकार से आदिवासियों का अपमान उन्होंने अपने अशोभनीय भाषा से किया है, भारतवर्ष और उड़ीसा कभी भी इसे क्षमा नहीं करेगा. ये उड़ीसा के स्वाभिमान, ये आदिवासियों के स्वाभिमान पर ठेस है.
क्या बोलेंगे? जो एक निंदनीय बात है, ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए. ये उड़िया जाति का स्वाभिमान की बात है. ये मतलब जैसे घृण्य जैसे बात किए हैं वो लोग, तो इसके लिए उनको टीएमसी का नेता उनको माफ़ी मांगना चाहिए. ममता दीदी को इमीडिएटली एक्शन लेना चाहिए. क्या वो काले पैदा हुए, वो अपने आप पैदा हुए हैं क्या? काला पैदा होना कोई पाप है क्या? ऐसा बोलना चाहिए क्या? तो उन लोगों को, हम लोगों को मांग यही है कि ममता दीदी अगर एक्शन नहीं लेंगे तो हम लोग उड़ीसा के सारे महिला पूरे रास्ते के ऊपर आके आंदोलन पर उतर आएंगे.
You just heard also from Odisha there. The BJP is protesting, and it's not just, remember, the BJP. You hear and see a lot of citizens today also speaking up. Let me also get in our colleague Niranjan, who joins us from our Mumbai studio. Niranjan, the hashtag is TMC insults the president. The hashtag is also, I do not understand this silence from Mamata Banerjee, a sitting chief minister who aspires to be the prime minister, but is not acting against this man. Niranjan.
You know, Deepthi, just think about this. Story breaks at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Deepthi. 10 p.m. last night. We break the story. Mayuk is live. The entire team at Republic Bangla is live. A TMC minister comes on Arnab's show and admits that they will not back this minister's statement. They say we cannot defend this guy's statement. They say we can't defend the statement. I think some more ministers are speaking right now. Let's cut across live.
गरिमा, राष्ट्रपति देश के सर्वोच्च संवैधानिक पद है और चाहे टीएमसी का मंत्री हो, चाहे वो कोई भी हो, ये अगर उल्लंघन करता है, तोड़ता है, तो मैं समझता हूँ देश के लोकतांत्रिक ढांचे पर प्रहार है और इस पर मैं क्या कहूँ, टीएमसी की जो नेता हैं वो अभी तक देश के सामने माफ़ी नहीं मांगी है, उनका मंत्री नहीं माफ़ी मांगा है, तो इसका मतलब है कि ये जानबूझ करके वहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री के नेतृत्व में ऐसी घटना घटी।
हिंदू का सब गंदा होता है सर। राष्ट्रपति के बारे में ऐसा बोलना देश का अपमान है सर। उनको जल्द से जल्द मंत्री पद से बर्खास्त करना चाहिए।
मैं वही तो कहा कि जिस शब्द का प्रयोग टीएमसी के मंत्री ने राष्ट्रपति के लिए की है, अगर अभी तक कोई कार्रवाई मुख्यमंत्री ने नहीं की है, इसका मतलब मुख्यमंत्री के इशारे पर हुआ है और ये देश के लोकतांत्रिक, देश के संवैधानिक ढांचे पर एक प्रहार है।
कांग्रेस के नेता बोलते हैं कि हिंदू शब्द का मतलब गंदा होता है।
देखिए, दुर्भाग्य है इस देश का।
It's really sad. It's really sad that, you know, for a party that claims that it fights for the rights of women, Mayuk fights for the rights of women, and a party that admits it's wrong. They've gone on debates, they've gone in news conferences, they've put out tweets, they've claimed it's... The Trinamool Congress has put out a tweet saying it's misogyny. If it's misogyny, Mayuk, why hasn't the minister been sacked? Simple question. If it's misogyny, the word used by the Trinamool Congress, why is he not sacked?
Well, two things cannot run parallelly. On the one hand, you are saying that we condemn, Trinamool Congress is condemning misogyny. On the other hand, you are not taking any single action. Kunal Ghosh has just ended his press conference. He has said that you people, when Republic asked them about the Akhilgiri incident, they said that you people are only there to shout and you are not doing journalism, and all this entire thing can be taken from Republic Bangla, the press conference of Kunal Ghosh. But on the other hand, we are asking exactly one point question: why this man will not be sacked, why any action will not be taken against Shashi Panja, one of the women ministers, along with Shivli Shah, another minister of state of Panchayat Affairs. All these people were there. The mindset is the problem, Niranjan. These people were laughing, they were mocking, and they were clapping, and these people call themselves the people of the representatives of the people. They are representing the largest party in Bengal. So the mindset is what matters, and most important question is that the leader of the ruling party, Mamata Banerjee, aspires to be the prime minister of this entire nation, and the point is insulting the president of this nation. So that's one of the most shameful things that we can say.
You know what, Mayuk? We want to show the viewers the video of the leaders of the Trinamool Congress. the women's minister of Bengal, Mayuk. We saw those pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put out the video full frame. The women's minister of Bengal was there, right, Mayuk? She was sitting right there. Kunal Ghosh, the media head of Trinamool Congress, was right there, smirking as a Trinamool Congress minister. Let's show you the picture, not this one, but when the speech was made. When that comment was made, she was sitting on the floor, Kunal Ghosh was standing, and they were all smirking. They were all there, standing, smirking, smiling. And the minister came on Republic TV at 9 p.m. Mayuk. She said immediately after that incident, she pulled up the minister. That's what she claimed. But the video says something else, a different story, Mayuk.
Well, absolutely, Niranjan. And if you can show the pictures, if you can show the videos where Akhil Giri is saying this to this entire crowd, and on the other hand, Kunal Ghosh is seen smirking. Clearly, he was smirking, and the question is why he was smirking. That means he was enjoying this entire cheap banter made on the president of this country. On the other hand, Shashi Paja was still there. Shashi Paja, of course, she condemned it on a show, but the fact is that at that point of time, what she was doing, she was witness to a crime. She was witness to an incident involving the president of this country and insulting the president of this country, insulting the supreme commander of armed forces of this country. What was Shashi Paja doing? The entire country wants to know. We time and again wants to know what Shiuli Shah, another minister, was doing when she was there. She was laughing and we have videos where clearly she was laughing when Akhil Giri was saying all these things. They need to clarify. They need to say, they need to send an apology letter to the President of India saying that what they have done is utterly shameful and this kind of behavior is absolutely unacceptable and the minister has been sacked. This apology letter can be sent to the President's office, but nothing has been done. One tweet is there where they have said that they condemn this. One video posted by Akhil Giri himself is there saying that I repent, and the press conference of Kunal Ghosh is there. No comments from Mamata Banerjee yet. It's almost 22 hours. Not a single comment from Abhishek Banerjee, not a single comment from Mamata Banerjee, the Honorable Chief Minister of India, who wants to be the Prime Minister of India. She aspires to be the Prime Minister of India, but the thing is revolving around the President of this country, the Supreme Commander of this country, but not a single comment, neither from Mamata Banerjee, not from Abhishek Banerjee. And you can see clearly the visuals on the right side on the screen. You can see Kunal Ghosh. He is smiling. He's shamefully smiling. He's smirking, and on the other hand, you can see Shashi Paja, another minister, a Women Affairs Minister of West Bengal. She is also sitting. She is also there, and Shiuli Shah's visuals are also there. Would like to see those visuals also, where Shiuli Shah is actually smiling. Smiling on what? Smiling on the insult of the President of India. And this is what we are representing. We are actually showing the mindset of the people of West Bengal.
You know what, Mayuk? Mayuk, I have to say something, Every time we have done a story, Trinamool Congress spokespersons come on the show and they say that we are so proud that Mamata Banerjee, a woman political leader, is our leader, is our supreme commander, is the leader taking the Trinamool Congress ahead. And today, when a minister, not a leader, a minister in the Bengal government says, and he mocks how the President of India looks. I'm sorry, but that is the worst insult of the most downtrodden. You know what the tribal minister said this morning? He said the reason why tribals have to go through the struggle that they have too is because they don't get a drop of water. They have to walk kilometers together for hours and hours to get a drop of water. And that is why they go through the struggles and they have to fight every single day. And for a leader like that, for an icon like that, a tribal president of India, for her, someone who's been through the struggle, for her to come the hard way and for her to be insulted the way she was, the worst possible insult. I think we have some more breaking news updates coming in. All right, from Bengal, let's go across to a story coming in from Maharashtra. Stay with me, Mayuk. A story coming in from Mumbai now. Jitendra Awad, a former minister in Maharashtra. A minister who beat up, along with his goons, a few cinema goers. Beat up citizens, and I'm tossing it over to Alisha, joining us live. Alisha.
Well, yes, Niranjan, we are right standing outside the magistrate court in Thane, where the court has granted him the bail in a case, in connection with a case that was registered against him and the 100 workers for forcefully shutting the screening of a Marathi film Har Har Mahadev, and that is where the police has arrested him, the Vartaknagar police station, where the FIR was registered against him, and there were not only Jitendra Awad but other 11 workers has also been arrested along with Jitendra Awad.
Yeah, they're celebrating.
And now
we see them celebrating.
So we have been seeing the visuals. We can see the visuals of Jitendra Awad. He's been celebrating. We are seeing him celebrating along with his workers for beating those people who actually went to a movie with their family, but not expecting like such goons who's really going to come for the screening and they're going to beat him. The person, we know the complaint, who has filed a complaint in the FIR, he just went and stopped the agitation that was led by Jitendra Awad and the other workers, but he was beaten up. He was brutally beaten up. We even saw that video how he was beaten up and how Jitendra Awad and his worker has taken the law and order situation in their hand. And that is when the police has come, has taken an action against him. He was arrested, and there were certain points that was made before the court. Jitendra Awad lawyer has said that the arrest that has been made while he was ready to cooperate, and but yet he was arrested. His arrest is illegal.
You know, Alisha,
which he was sent to
he's celebrating like he's won a World Cup. You know, the last time we saw pictures like this in Mumbai was when the Indian team won the World Cup many years ago. You remember that, Alisha? The Indian team won the World Cup and they celebrated like this. They're celebrating as if they won the World Cup. After beating up citizens, getting bail, they're celebrating. Rose petals for what?
Very sad situation, and it's a very sad picture that we have been witnessing here, because he's a person who has actually not won a World Cup but has beaten up people. There was an audience who not even expecting such situation is going to happen with them. But then it was the people who were watching movie, they were forcefully removed from the stadium. They were asked from the theatre, and not only those, there were also the complainant Parikshit, who came forward and opposed the agitation that was led by Jitendra Awad and his workers. But what has been done with him? He was beaten up. And we even saw he came with his wife and he was beaten up with them. So this was the situation, and that was the picture, the attitude of Jitendra Awad and his worker, which has clearly came in picture in the form of videos. And now today before the court, where the entire people has been clearly mentioning that this is something not be tolerated. He was arrested according to the investigation that is led by the police, Vartaknagar police station, who filed an FIR under various sections of the IPC and Maharashtra Police Act. Not only this, but also Section 7 of the Criminal Law Amendment Act that has also been invoked in the FIR, which is a non-bailable. That has also been mentioned before the court today.
I see the rose petals behind you. Why didn't you show the rose petals? Rose petals for hitting someone, tearing someone's t-shirt, fisting them, for whipping them. Do you remember that incident where a few months back a citizen of Mumbai was whipped on his back? He had bruises. Look at that. That's the flower petals that politicians get, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Can you ask your video journalist, can we ask the video journalist to please focus on the flower petals? It's important. It's important that we show the flower petals. Alisha, show us the flower petals, please. We want to see the flower petals. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, as if the NCP has won the World Cup. The World Cup of hooliganism has been won by the World Cup champion, Mr. Jitendra Awad. Jitendra Awad of the NCP is the World Cup champion of hooliganism. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Those are flower petals on the roads, showered on the leader who beat up citizens of Mumbai. He beat up citizens of Mumbai. He gets a shower of flower petals. And that's the irony. Just look at those pictures. Let's show you the contrast of what happened last Monday. Last Monday and Tuesday, Republic TV showed you the pictures of how a citizen was thrashed. Thrashed by goons. And this former minister walks up, tries to silence a citizen, tries to push a few wads of cash into his hand. Look at him, look at him. Look at how NCP leaders and their supporters thrashed that citizen. It could have been you, it could have been me, it could have been any one of us. Thrashed outside a theatre. And when this leader who's arrested and released, he gets a flower petal shower outside a court. And that's the saddest part of this story. Alisha, why don't you take us through what's happening there? I want you to take us through the entire case and how this is the worst sort of, betrayal of the citizens. Until yesterday we were saying that citizens are one, but today looking at this treatment is really sad.
Well, indeed, Niranjan, this is really sad because that was those citizen who was actually asking for the right to privacy and their choice of what and which movie they want to see. So this is something the people were actually also very happy with the campaign that we were going through, and the support of the people were clearly mentioning that how the people can come, whether it is a politician or whether it is a common man. If they have a problem, they can go and protest and they can talk to the other people and clearly mention that this movie could not be shown. But what has done by the Jitendra Award and his supporter, they forcefully entered the screening of Har Har Mahadev. Not only the person who opposed the agitation that was led by Jitendra Award, but the complainant itself was beaten up. But here was the FIR that was registered. Jitendra Award was arrested. There were citizens who was actually happy because they were thinking like this is something a government and specifically the justice that has something been prevailed. But we saw the bail that was granted to Jitendra Award and how the petals that has been showered right after the release of Jitendra Award. Continuously rolling on the story. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है?
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Beto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Grameen. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the Hubballi Idgah Maidan.
The BJP is taking out a massive protest outside the corporation demanding resignation of the mayor of Thiruvananthapuram.
Who is responsible for this showdown between you and the chief minister?
Let us put things in a proper perspective. Government is responsible for running the business of the government, and governor has been entrusted with the duty, obligation to run the university. Honorable Supreme Court has laid down the law. Now I have a duty not only as Chancellor but even as Governor of the state.
2000 से ज्यादा मोटरसाइकिल सवार आज यहाँ उतरे हैं अनुराग ठाकुर और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के समर्थन में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के समर्थन में।
Property of the Jamaat Islami that has been seized, that falls in the Bongaon village for their links with the terror groups and carrying out the terror activities.
Several people have been killed in a fire in Malé, the capital.
दूसरी तरफ जो संघर्ष चल रहे हैं, तनाव चल रहे हैं, मिलिट्री एक्शन हो रहे हैं, उसका परिणाम भी, उसका प्रभाव भी देश और दुनिया पर पड़ रहा है। लेकिन इन विपरीत परिस्थितियों के बीच आज हम सभी पूरी दुनिया में एक और बात प्रमुखता से सुन रहे हैं। दुनिया के तमाम एक्सपर्ट्स कह रहे हैं कि भारत बहुत जल्द दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी बनकर के उस दिशा में तेज गति से आगे बढ़ रहा है। सभी एक्सपर्ट ये भी कह रहे हैं कि जितनी ग्रोथ 90 के बाद 30 साल में हुई, उतनी अब सिर्फ कुछ ही वर्षों में होने वाली है। आखिर इतना अभूतपूर्व विश्वास आज दुनिया को, आर्थिक जगत के विद्वानों को इतना विश्वास आज भारत पर क्यों है? इसका सबसे बड़ा कारण है भारत में पिछले 8 वर्ष में हुआ बदलाव। पिछले 8 सालों में देश ने काम करने के पुराने तौर तरीके बदल डाले। इन 8 वर्षों में गवर्नेंस को लेकर सोच में भी बदलाव आया है, अप्रोच में भी बदलाव आया है। चाहे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे सरकारी प्रक्रियाएं हो, चाहे ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस हो, इन बदलावों को प्रेरित कर रही है भारत की एस्पिरेशनल सोसाइटी। आज विकसित होने की आकांक्षा लिए आत्मविश्वास से भरा हुआ नया भारत दुनिया के सामने है। भाइयों और बहनों, विकास हमारे लिए 24 घंटे, 7 दिन, 12 महीने और पूरे देश में चलने वाला मिशन है। हम एक प्रोजेक्ट का लोकार्पण करते हैं तो अनेक नए प्रोजेक्ट्स पर काम करना शुरू कर देते हैं। ये हम आज यहां भी देख रहे हैं। और हमारा ये भी प्रयास होता है कि जिस प्रोजेक्ट का शिलान्यास हो उस पर तेजी से काम हो और वो तेजी से पूरा हो। रामागुंडम का ये फर्टिलाइजर कारखाना इसका एक उदाहरण है। इस साल 2016 में इसका शिलान्यास किया था और आज इसे राष्ट्र को समर्पित कर दिया गया है। भाइयों और बहनों, 21वीं सदी का भारत बड़े लक्ष्यों को तय करके उन्हें तेजी से प्राप्त करके ही आगे बढ़ सकता है। और आज जब लक्ष्य बड़े होते हैं तो नई पद्धति अपनानी होती है, नई व्यवस्थाएं बनानी होती है। आज केंद्र सरकार पूरी ईमानदारी से इसी प्रयास में जुटी है। देश का फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर भी इसका गवाह बन रहा है। बीते दशकों में हमने देखा है कि देश फर्टिलाइजर के लिए ज्यादातर विदेशों पर इंपोर्ट करके उसी पर हम अपना गुजारा करते थे। यूरिया की डिमांड पूरी करने के लिए जो कारखाने लगे भी थे, वो भी टेक्नोलॉजी पुरानी होने के कारण बंद हो चुके थे, जिसमें रामागुंडम का खाद कारखाना भी था। इसके अलावा एक और बड़ी दिक्कत थी, इतना महंगा यूरिया विदेश से आता था, लेकिन वो किसान तक पहुंचने के बजाय अवैध कारखानों में चोरी करके पहुंचाया जाता था। इससे किसानों को यूरिया पाने के लिए रात रात भर कतारों में खड़ा रहना पड़ता था और कई बार लाठियां भी झेलनी पड़ती थी। 2014 से पहले हर साल, हर सीजन में यह समस्या किसानों के सामने आती थी। साथियों, 2014 के बाद केंद्र सरकार ने पहला काम ये किया कि यूरिया की 100% नीम कोटिंग कर दी। इससे यूरिया की काला बाजारी रुक गई। केमिकल की फैक्ट्री में जो यूरिया पहुंच जाता था वो बंद हो गया। खेत में कितना यूरिया डालना है ये पता करने के लिए भी किसान के पास बहुत सुविधा नहीं थी, रास्ते नहीं थे। इसलिए हमने किसानों को सॉइल हेल्थ कार्ड इस देने का पूरे देश में अभियान किया। सॉइल हेल्थ कार्ड मिलने से किसान को ये जानकारी मिली कि भाई अगर हमें उपज बढ़ानी है तो बेवजह यूरिया के उपयोग की जरूरत नहीं है। उसको मिट्टी के स्वभाव का पता चलने लगा। साथियों, एक बहुत बड़ा काम हमने यूरिया में आत्मनिर्भरता को लेकर शुरू किया। इसके लिए देश के जो 5 बड़े खाद कारखाने बरसों से बंद पड़े थे, उनको फिर से शुरू करना जरूरी था। अब आज देखिए, यूपी के गोरखपुर में खाद उत्पादन शुरू हो चुका है। रामागुंडम खाद कारखाने का भी लोकार्पण हो गया है। जब ये 5 कारखाने चालू हो जाएंगे तो देश को 60 लाख टन यूरिया मिलने लगेगा। यानी हजारों करोड़ रुपए विदेश जाने से बचेंगे और किसानों को यूरिया और आसानी से मिलेगा। रामागुंडम खाद कारखाने से तेलंगाना के साथ ही आंध्र प्रदेश, कर्नाटका, छत्तीसगढ़ और महाराष्ट्र के किसानों को भी मदद मिलेगी। इस प्लांट की वजह से इसके आसपास दूसरे बिजनेस के अवसर बनेंगे। लॉजिस्टिक और ट्रांसपोर्ट से जुड़े काम खुलेंगे। यानी 6,000 करोड़ रुपए जो केंद्र सरकार ने यहां निवेश किया है, इससे कई हजार करोड़ का लाभ तेलंगाना के नौजवानों को होने वाला है। भाइयों और बहनों, देश के फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर को आधुनिक बनाने के लिए हम नई टेक्नोलॉजी पर भी उतना ही बल दे रहे हैं। भारत ने यूरिया की नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी विकसित की है। एक बोरी यूरिया से जो लाभ होता है वो नैनो यूरिया की एक बोतल से ही मिलने वाला है। साथियों, खाद में आत्मनिर्भरता कितनी आवश्यक है ये हम आज की वैश्विक परिस्थितियों को देखते हुए और ज्यादा अनुभव कर रहे हैं। कोरोना आया, लड़ाई छिड़ी तो दुनिया में फर्टिलाइजर की कीमत बढ़ गई, लेकिन हमने इन बड़ी कीमतों का बोझ अपने किसान भाइयों बहनों पर नहीं पड़ने दिया। यूरिया का हर बैग जो केंद्र सरकार विदेश से लाती है वो लगभग एक बोरी फर्टिलाइजर बाहर से लाते हैं तो 2000 रुपये में खरीदते हैं। भारत सरकार 2000 रुपये देकर के लाती है, लेकिन किसानों से 2000 रुपया नहीं लेते हैं। सारा खर्च भारत सरकार उठाती है। सिर्फ 270 रुपये में ये फर्टिलाइजर की थैली किसान को मिलती है। इसी प्रकार डीएपी का एक बैग भी सरकार को करीब करीब 4000 रुपये में पड़ता है, लेकिन किसानों से 4000 रुपये नहीं लेते हैं। इस एक बैग पर भी सरकार एक बैग पर 2500 रुपया से भी ज्यादा सब्सिडी सरकार देती है। साथियों, बीते 8 वर्षों में किसान को सस्ती खाद देने के लिए ही केंद्र सरकार, ये आंकड़ा भी याद रखना भाइयों, बताना लोगों को, 8 वर्ष में किसान को खाद का बोझ न बढ़े, उसको सस्ती खाद मिले, इसलिए 9.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए यानी करीब करीब 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए भारत सरकार खर्च कर चुकी है। इस वर्ष ही केंद्र सरकार 2.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा किसानों को सस्ती खाद देने के लिए खर्च करेगी। 2.5 लाख करोड़ रुपया। इसके अलावा हमारी सरकार पीएम किसान सम्मान निधि के तहत भी लगभग 2.25 लाख करोड़ रुपए सीधे किसानों के बैंक खातों में ट्रांसफर कर चुकी है। किसानों के हितों को सर्वोपरि रखने वाली जब सरकार दिल्ली में है तो किसानों की भलाई के लिए अनेक विध ऐसे प्रकल्पों को आगे बढ़ाते हैं, काम करते हैं। साथियों, दशकों से हमारे देश के किसान खाद से जुड़ी एक और समस्या से भी जूझ रहे हैं। दशकों से खाद का ऐसा बाजार बन गया था जिसमें भांति भांति के फर्टिलाइजर, भांति भांति फर्टिलाइजर के ब्रांड ये बाजार में बिकते थे। इस वजह से किसान के साथ धोखाधड़ी भी बहुत होती थी। अब केंद्र सरकार में इससे भी किसानों को राहत देने की शुरुआत की है। अब देश में यूरिया का सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही ब्रांड होगा, भारत यूरिया, भारत ब्रांड। इसकी कीमत भी तय है और क्वालिटी भी तय है। ये सारे प्रयास इस बात का प्रमाण है कि देश के किसानों, विशेष रूप से छोटे किसानों के लिए कैसे हम सिस्टम को रिफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। साथियों, हमारे देश में एक और चुनौती कनेक्टिविटी के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की रही है। आज देश इस कमी को भी दूर कर रहा है। देश के सभी राज्यों में हाईवे, आधुनिक रेलवे, एयरपोर्ट, वाटरवेज और इंटरनेट हाईवे पर तेजी से काम हो रहा है। अब इसे पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान से नई ऊर्जा मिल रही है। आप याद करिए, पहले क्या होता था? उद्योगों के लिए स्पेशल जोन डिक्लेयर होते थे, लेकिन वहां तक सड़क, बिजली, पानी जो प्राथमिक
30 to 40% of the people who didn't even know they had diabetes had soaring sugar levels.
To help India beat diabetes, BITO has collaborated with Lions Club International to conduct diabetes screening camps all over India to create awareness and control this silent epidemic.
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
Get your diabetes care program with a free BITO glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and one of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी। मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है?
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
BITO is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with BITO, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and one of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
So the Chief Minister has said that you are an RSS camp follower. He has said that you should be a detached figure. He says that you should uphold the dignity of your office, not be a RSS camp follower.
You can change a government. You can't change a people. It is the people of India who are electing the government at the center.
BJP state president walking.
राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए कुछ विकृत मानस वाले लोग, कुछ ताकतें अपना अफवाह तंत्र, रूमर्स, अफवाह तंत्र चलाने लगती है, लोगों को भड़काने लगती है। तेलंगाना में ऐसी ही अफवाहें आजकल सिंगारेणी कोयलरीज कंपनी लिमिटेड SCCL और विभिन्न कोल माइंस को लेकर उड़ाई जा रही है। और मैंने सुना है हैदराबाद से उसको हवा दी जा रही है, उसमें नए नए रंग भरे जा रहे हैं। मैं आज जब आपके बीच आया हूं तो मैं कुछ जानकारी आपको देना चाहता हूं, कुछ फैक्ट्स आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं, कुछ तथ्य आपको बताना चाहता हूं। वालों को ये भी पता नहीं है कि ये झूठ उनका पकड़ा जाएगा।
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी, मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है।
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Beto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
They want you to resign. Isn't it obvious to you, Mr. Khan? Now that you've used the resign word, I'll say it clearly to you. They want you to resign.
The law says the governor shall be chancellor. He cannot resign. Even when I had written the letter to the chief minister, I had said, make alternative statutory arrangements.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Gramin. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the Hubballi Idgah Maidan.
The BJP is taking out a massive protest outside the corporation demanding resignation of the mayor of Thiruvananthapuram.
Who is responsible for this showdown between you and the chief minister?
Let us put things in a proper perspective. Government is responsible for running the business of the government, and governor has been entrusted with the duty, obligation to run the university. Honorable Supreme Court has laid down the law. Now I have a duty not only as chancellor but even as governor of the state.
2000 से ज्यादा मोटरसाइकिल सवार आज यहाँ उतरे हैं अनुराग ठाकुर और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के समर्थन में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के समर्थन में।
Property of the Jamaat Islami that has been seized, that falls in the Bongaon village for their link.
क्षेत्र से खनिज निकल रहा है, उसका लाभ वहां रहने वाले लोगों को देने के लिए हमारी सरकार ने डीएमएफ यानी डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंड भी बनाया है। इस फंड के तहत भी हजारों करोड़ रुपए राज्यों को रिलीज किए गए हैं। भाइयों और बहनों, हम सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास के मंत्र पर चलते हुए तेलंगाना को आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। तेलंगाना के तेज विकास के लिए आप सभी का आशीर्वाद हमें मिलता रहेगा। इसी विश्वास के साथ फिर एक बार आपको ये ढेर सारे विकास कार्यों की बहुत बहुत बधाई। मेरे किसान भाइयों को विशेष बधाई। और इतनी बड़ी तादाद में आप लोग आए। हैदराबाद में कुछ लोगों को आज नींद नहीं आएगी।
30 to 40% of the people who didn't even know they had diabetes had soaring sugar levels.
To help India beat diabetes, Beto has collaborated with Lions Club International to conduct diabetes screening camps all over India to create awareness and control this silent epidemic.
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
Get your diabetes care program with a free Beto glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and 1 of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है.
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at the risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Beto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
2000 से ज्यादा मोटरसाइकिल सवार आज यहाँ उतरे हैं अनुराग ठाकुर और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के समर्थन में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के समर्थन में.
Property of the Jamaat Islami that has been seized, that falls in the Bongaon village for their links with the terror groups and carrying out the terror activities.
Several people have been killed in a fire in Malé, the capital of the Maldives. The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and one of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror.
From Shimla to the icy heights of Spiti, voters across Himachal Pradesh stepped out to elect a new state government. It's a crucial test for BJP, hoping to beat a precedent. Meanwhile, the big story from Bengal: a Trinamool Congress minister on tape exposed on Republic TV insulting the president on Friday night, broken on Republic TV at about 10 p.m. The Trinamool Congress is yet to sack this minister. More of that big story that we're tracking here on Republic, a story that all other channels across India have been forced to follow after we broke the story last night. We debated it, we confronted the minister on your screen, Sashi Panja, and the other minister, Akhil Giri. Both ministers on tape confronted on Republic TV.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है.
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at the risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Beto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
BJP state president walking towards the protesters, demanding the resignation of Arya Rajendran, the mayor. At the same time, water cannons and tear gas are being used.
They want you to resign. Isn't it obvious to you, Mr. Khan? Now that you've used the resign word, I'll say it clearly to you. They want you to resign.
The law says the governor shall be chancellor. He cannot resign. Even when I had written the letter to the chief minister, I had said, make alternative statutory arrangements.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Grameen. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the Hubballi Idgah Maidan.
The BJP is taking out a massive protest outside the corporation demanding resignation of the mayor of Thiruvananthapuram.
Who is responsible for this showdown between you and the chief minister?
Let us put things in a proper perspective. Government is responsible for running the business of the government, and governor has been entrusted with the duty, obligation to run the university. Honorable Supreme Court has laid down the law.
TMC minister in Bengal insults President Murmu. Mamata Banerjee yet to sack the controversial minister. Nationwide anger over the comment made by the West Bengal minister who insulted the president and her looks. The nation demands action against this sexist neta. No action coming yet from Bengal.
मुझे नहीं लगता किसी को राष्ट्रपति जी के ऊपर सवाल खड़े भी करने चाहिए और जो करते हैं वो अपनी मानसिकता को दर्शाते हैं.
BJP questions Mamata Banerjee government demands action against the sexist slur on the supreme commander of our forces. Massive political storm as Republic Bangla exposes the Trinamool Congress abuse of President Murmu. Arrested for thrashing the citizen, NCP's hooligan leader and their team celebrate getting bail, showers rose petals in Mumbai. Getting into breaking news right now. The NCP, I beg your pardon, issued a notice to the Trinamool Congress minister, the Bengal minister earlier. They're also demanding an apology from this minister, whose name is Akhil Giri. There's no apology that's come yet from the minister. The NCW earlier today issued a notice to the Trinamool Congress minister, Akhil Giri, for his sexist comment against the President of India, President Draupadi Murmu. And yet, there is no apology from this minister who claims it was a political comment. He has said everything to justify the comment, but there is no apology yet. Here are some of the responses coming in from Bengal. Shukendu, my colleague, joining us live. Shukendu, what is the latest reaction that you're getting in? The minister concerned has not apologized. He says he respects the president. He has not apologized. He's neither apologized to the president nor on the comment itself. No apology to neither the president nor the people on what he has said. Shukendu.
Exactly. There was no such apology yet from the minister Akhil Giri, and only the All India Trinamool Congress has lately, after 21 hours after the news cover, we broke the news, and then they have the official statement from the All India Trinamool Congress that they have said that we have the utmost respect for the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu. Our party strongly condemns the unfortunate remarks made by MLA Akhil Giri, and that clarifies that we do not condone such statements. In the era of women's empowerment, such misogyny is unacceptable. From the party side, the All India Trinamool Congress, which are there, they have officially statement on the condemn on the issue what Akhil Giri said about the nasty comment on the President of India. But from the Akhil Giri's part, when our senior editor Shubhranshu Chatterjee also asked him that why you have a comment on the President of India in a such a public place, but he did that's such a derogatory comment, and again Akhil Giri passed that he had been deviated from this question from what Shubhranshu Chatterjee asked Akhil Giri, but he didn't want to comment on that part, and he didn't even say that in sometime whatever he comment yesterday on a public meeting, and on today when we asked the question, and he says sometimes he's told that he has denied on the other issues, and the two times he had said the different things, and that's time when again and again asked that why you have made such a comment, such a derogatory comment on President of India on the public forum, but he denied to give the answer of that particular question, and not even apologize on that from his side, that he's told that he wanted to come and say that he has wanted to attack the leader of opposition Shubhendu Adhikari, and he made that such a comment with he never apologized apologize for that. Only the All India Trinamool Congress had made an official statement that they will condemn on the situation, but from the Akhil Giri's part, there is no condemnation, there is no apologization still yet. But he, again and whenever we ask from the Republic, we asked the question to Akhil Giri, but he denied to answer such a question, and he deviated from this particular question, that why he had made such a comment.
Yeah, let's listen to some of those reactions coming in from across the country, from ministers in Karnataka to Delhi to even Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, across the nation. Kashmir, reactions are coming in. Listen in.
See, it's more than anything, Draupadi Murmu, madam, she is the first citizen of our country. First, which we need to understand, at least little bit of knowledge we need to have. She is the first citizen of the country. And more so, can you go by looks? Is looks something to be, no society gives importance for the looks. Probably it is their problem in their mind, and insulting her, making this kind of derogatory statement. No human being can make this kind of statements, and being more so in a responsible position, any person making this statement needs to be really condemned. He should be punished. He should be punished. He should be penalized. He should be punished. There should not be any consideration should be shown for this kind of people or their political party. The political party which he belongs, immediately that political party need to suspend him, disqualify him, do whatever so. To address this kind of statements, we need to send a very strong message as a society, as a country, not only for our people, it should be for the entire world. I totally condemn. I call upon the TMC founder, President Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, to immediately suspend him, dismiss him from his party and keep him out.
Reaction on that? Firstly, I condemn this atrocious behavior of Mr. Akhil Giri. See, on one side, their own party is headed by a lady, woman chief minister and the president of that party. She should, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, is this the way that a minister in her cabinet behaves? On one side they talk about saving the constitution. On the other side they criticize, they condemn the constitutional head of this country, the first citizen, and who comes from the oppressed class. The scheduled tribe woman, she is the first scheduled tribe woman amongst whom she has been unanimously elected by this country. They are not able to digest that a woman from this oppressed community has elevated to this level.
Ever since the NDA nominated Srimati Draupadi Murmu to the office of president, we've seen these kind of comments being made by Congress and other opposition leaders. More particularly in West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee herself is opposed to the tribal community and did not even back Draupadi Murmu's candidature. This kind of a comment from her minister is a new low in political discourse. It only reflects the mindset of these parties, their leaders, against women and the tribal community in particular. This kind of depravity of the TMC is leading to a downfall of West Bengal. And a mere apology or a condemnation is not enough. Mamata Banerjee must sack the minister and also relieve him from duties that he currently does in the party, because people like him who insult women, who insult tribal community, who indulge in body shaming have no space in public life.
Sir, if
a stringent action is not taken against Mr. Giri. We saw that there were multiple protests conducted on the roads of Kolkata. What would be Bharatiya Janata Party's next step to ensure that an example is set and such an offence is not repeated again?
We will continue to mount pressure on Mamata Banerjee. The protests have been held in every district of Bengal. There have been several cases filed against Mr. Giri under the SC/ST Atrocity Act. Similar protests will be done across the country, because this is not just about Srimati Draupadi Murmu. It's about a woman who has risen through the dint of her hard work from a community that is marginalized in the country. She represents the aspirations of millions of people, and she occupies the highest office of the land. How can you use this kind of language against a sitting president just because you do not find her success palatable? That is the question that must be asked to Mamata Banerjee.
कि जिस शब्द का प्रयोग टीएमसी के मंत्री ने राष्ट्रपति के लिए की है, अगर अभी तक कोई कार्रवाई मुख्यमंत्री ने नहीं की है, इसका मतलब मुख्यमंत्री के इशारे पर हुआ है और ये देश के लोकतांत्रिक, देश के संवैधानिक ढांचे पर एक प्रहार है।
कांग्रेस के नेता बोलते हैं हिंदू शब्द का मतलब गंदा होता है।
देखिए, दुर्भाग्य है इस देश का कि हिंदुओं को अपमानित कांग्रेस शुरू से करते आई। कभी हिंदू कट्टरपंथी टेररिज्म की बात की, अब हिंदू धार्मिक स्थलों पर प्रहार किया है हिंदुओं के ऊपर। तो ये कांग्रेस पार्टी शुरू से हिंदुओं के ऊपर प्रहार करके तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति करते रही। राहुल गांधी खुद कई बार हिंदुओं पर प्रहार कर चुके हैं, भले चुनाव में वो जनेऊधारी और त्रिपुंडधारी बन जाएं।
जिस प्रकार से महामहिम राष्ट्रपति आदरणीय द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी के लिए टीएमसी के मंत्री अखिल गिरी जी ने जिस भाषा का प्रयोग किया है, ये चिंताजनक है, ये दुखद है, ये आपत्तिजनक है। आज इसी विषय को लेकर पूरे उड़ीसा में हर जगह लोग क्षुब्ध हैं, लोग दुखी हैं, लोग आज सड़कों पर उतरे हुए हैं। पूरी लोकसभा क्षेत्र के नयागढ़ विधानसभा में भी आज आप देख सकते हैं, न केवल जनजातीय लोग अपितु साधारण लोग, किसी पार्टी से जिनका संबंध नहीं है, साधारण लोग, वो आज सड़क पर उतरे हुए हैं। उनका एक ही मांग है और वो मांग है कि ममता बनर्जी को अपने मंत्री अखिल गिरी को
First pictures coming in from Vellore of Rajiv Gandhi's assassins being freed from the Vellore jail. That's the big breaking news coming in. And more breaking news updates coming in right now. Rajiv Gandhi's killers have walked out of the Vellore prison. They walked out of jail. 6 convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, including Nalini Sriharan, have been released officially this evening, confirmed by a senior official. The senior prison officials have set into motion the process of releasing all 6 of them, and all 6 of them are now being released one after the other following the receipt of the Supreme Court's order copy from Friday, setting them at liberty. Nalini's husband V. Sriharan, pictures on your screen. Nalini's husband V. Sriharan alias Murugan, Santan, Robert Pius, Jaykumar, they're Sri Lankans, while Nalini and PR R.P. Ravichandran belong to Tamil Nadu. Supreme Court had earlier set free Nalini Sriharan and 5 other remaining convicts who are serving lifetime for their 3 decades in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, noting that its earlier order releasing another convict, Pararivalan, was equally applicable to them. Those are pictures coming in. Visuals from outside the Vellore jail of Rajiv Gandhi's assassins being freed earlier today. Varshini joining us with the details. Varshini.
Well, if you see in front of the Vellore Central Prison, it was definitely a scene that was happening that was shocking to see, that Nalini walk free out of the women's prison after finishing all of the proceedings. She had signed the papers, the parole papers were ended, and now we saw how the release procedures was also done, and Nalini walked out free of the Vellore women's prison, and then she moved to the Vellore men's prison. And what was happening inside that prison was her husband Murugan alias Sriharan and Santan, who are the two convicts who were inside Vellore Central Prison, are being taken to a refugee camp in Trichy, is what we are hearing from our sources, but the confirmed location is not officially out. But we are here that they are being taken to Trichy refugee camp because they both are Sri Lankan nationals. Therefore, they will not be allowed to live in our country freely. So until a decision is made on whether they are being sent back to Sri Lanka or not, they will be only allowed or permitted to stay inside the refugee camp. And we also saw the police with high security taking them away from the Vellore Central Prison. So officially they are released from the charges that was against them, but they will be in the refugee camp until if the decision is made upon whether they are being sent back to Sri Lanka or not. And the police did give Nalini and her husband Murugan few minutes to talk before Murugan was taken away. Now that they're being taken away, Nalini is back on the way to her house, so she can now from now on live freely in Vellore district. If she's planning to stay here or anywhere in the country, she's free. A convict of the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case who's been serving prison time for almost 32 years is free now. These 6 people are now out and about in the society amidst us, and that is what we are picking up from the ground. Over to you.
Well, those are the first pictures of the Rajiv Gandhi assassins walking out of the prison in Vellore after being freed by the Supreme Court, which invoked its special powers. And while we stay on these pictures, let's also tell you that Nalini was on parole for a month. She was escorted by the police to sign at the Katpadi police station. She was taken to the Vellore prison to complete the formalities pertaining to her release. And the Supreme Court's order copies were sent to the Pudal and Madurai central prisons, where the remaining persons have been lodged. Nalini Sriharan has walked out of the prison. She is now a free woman and can decide on her future, is what her advocate said when contacted by the media. And it's not immediately clear if she would stay in Chennai or join her daughter in London. And it was told that she would take a call on it. Asked about the fate of her husband, a Sri Lankan national, a senior counsel also said the state government would decide. But we have some breaking news on that front. In fact, on that front, we have some breaking news that Murugan and Santan from Vellore jail are being sent to a refugee camp. Murugan is the husband of Nalini and was expected to reunite with her. But sources say that they both are being sent to refugee camps. That's the breaking news update. We'll take a short break here on Republic. Coming back with the breaking news story. Rajiv Gandhi, a former Prime Minister of India, his assassins have been freed. And in Bengal, a Trinamool Congress minister dares to body shame the President of India. He says, do you know how the President looks? He mocks the President and how the President of India, the first tribal President of India, he mocks how she looks. That's in Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee has taken zero action. Stay tuned.
To 40% of the people who didn't even know they had diabetes had soaring sugar levels.
To help India beat diabetes, BITO has collaborated with Lions Club International to conduct diabetes screening camps all over India to create awareness and control this silent epidemic.
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
Get your diabetes care program with a free BITO glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by 2 bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and 1 of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module.
This was the tanker
that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है.
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at the risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Veto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
Who is responsible for this showdown between you and the Chief Minister?
Let us put things in a proper perspective. Government is responsible for running the business of the government, and governor has been entrusted with the duty, obligation to run the university. Honorable Supreme Court has laid down the law.
TMC Minister Akhil Giri has come under scanner for his objectionable sexist remark against the President of India while addressing a rally in Bengal. The sexist remark was made in the presence of other senior party leaders, including ministers, including the state's Women and Child Development Minister Shashi Panja. The sexist remark has sparked anger across India, with BJP taking to the streets of Kolkata, in Odisha, raising slogans, burning effigies, further demanding action against the Trinamool Congress minister, the Bengal minister Akhil Giri, over his sexist slur against the President of India.
जब एक पश्चिम बंगाल का मंत्री ऐसा कुरुचिकर मंतव्य करता है, उसके खिलाफ हम तीव्र प्रतिवाद करते हैं. मुझे पता नहीं है कैसे उनका दल अभी तक उनको मंत्री या विधायक रखा गया है. हम लोग उसका मंत्रित्व पद से और उनका विधायक पद से खारिज का मांग करते हैं और उनके खिलाफ FIR होना चाहिए, उनको अरेस्ट करना चाहिए.
Hitting out of the Trinamool Congress minister, they came down heavily on Mamata Banerjee's leader, Akhil Giri's sexist remark against President Draupadi Murmu. Condemning the statement, the BJP has demanded the immediate sacking of the minister, asked him to apologize to the country, which hasn't come so far.
ये मैं इसने स्टेटमेंट सुना नहीं, इसलिए मैं कोई बहुत
वायरल हो रहा है और ये लगातार ऐसा
इस पर मैं कोई कमेंट नहीं कर सकता हूं, लेकिन इतना जरूर कहूंगा ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और ये टीएमसी की मानसिकता को दिखाता है.
Taking stock of the sexist remark, NCW has taken so much cognizance after Republic TV broke the story last night. The women rights body has issued a notice to the Trinamool Congress leader Akhil Giri, asking him to explain why and where he made those remarks against President Murmu. All-party meeting chaired by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in Chennai over the EWS quota issue. Sources have informed that a decision was made to file a review petition on the issue. All participants have agreed to review the petition, while AIADMK boycotted the meeting, further expressing its support to the verdict. Prime Minister Modi is on a two-day visit to the states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. However, ahead of his visit, banners questioning the Prime Minister over failed promises to Telangana were put up. Controversial posters sparked a huge controversy, with the BJP claiming that they were distasteful, should not have been put up on the day of the Prime Minister's visit. In a fresh stir ahead of Prime Minister's Telangana visit, protests erupted in the state, with protesters waving black balloons and raising "Go Back Modi" slogans. Telangana Chief Minister KCR once again skipped Prime Minister Modi's arrival in Begumpet. Sources have informed that KCR will also skip the inauguration scheduled for later today. This is, however, not the first time that KCR, the Chief Minister of Telangana, has skipped the Prime Minister's event. In Begumpet, the Prime Minister hit out at the KCR government, saying that people of Telangana have been betrayed by the ones they trusted the most, further adding that people of Telangana were fed up of the KCR government and the lotus will bloom in the state.
जिस दल पर तेलंगाना के लोगों ने सबसे ज्यादा भरोसा किया, उसी दल ने तेलंगाना के साथ सबसे बड़ा विश्वासघात किया है। बढ़ जाता है, चारों तरफ घना अंधकारा हो जाता है। उसी परिस्थिति में कमल का खिलना शुरू हो जाता है।
Members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal staged protests in Karnataka alleging IUML hand in the death of Dr. Krishnamurthy, a renowned dentist in Kasaragod who was reported missing on Tuesday, was found dead on the railway tracks near Kundapur.
ये लोग सेंट्रल एवेन्यू में भाजपा कार्यकर्ता अभी रोड पर बैठ गए थे और मैं एकदम सीधा भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं की बयान लेने की कोशिश करूंगा कि वो लोग क्या मांग कर रहे हैं कि आप लोग अभी जो विरोध कर रहे हैं, आप लोग चाहते क्या है, क्या डिमांड कर रहे हैं? देखिए, एक मंत्री ने जिस कदर से भाषा से प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया का अपमान किया है, इसका हम लोग तीव्र निंदा करते हैं। वो सिर्फ प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया नहीं है, वो महिला समाज के एक मुख है, आदिवासी नेतृत्व है, हमारे माँ है। हमारे घर के माँ को अगर कोई अपमान करेगा तो इसके खिलाफ हम लोग जरूर आवाज उठाएंगे। उनकी रिजाइन की मांग कर रहे हैं। ऑब्वियसली उसको रहना चाहिए। वो क्यों है? सीएम ने, जो बंगाल का सीएम है, क्या उन्होंने कुछ बोला है उनको अभी तक? उनका दल ने किसी को कुछ बोला है? क्योंकि हम लोगों ने देखा जब ये स्टेटमेंट वो दे रहे थे, वहाँ पे राज्य नेतृत्व भी तृणमूल के थे। वहाँ पे बहुत सारे जन थे जो जितना ज्ञान देते हैं वो सब देते हैं। वो सब भी वहाँ पे कोई खड़े हुए थे, कोई बैठे हुए थे। उन सबको रिप्लाई देना पड़ेगा ना इसका। कोई एफआईआर आप लोग करेंगे? अखिल के खिलाफ जरूर किया जाएगा। अखिल गिरी के खिलाफ एफआईआर किया जाएगा, भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं का कहना है। और वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये अखिल गिरी जल्द से जल्द अपना जो पोस्ट है, जो एमएलए पोस्ट है, उस पोस्ट से रिजाइन दे। अभी ये विरोध लगभग चल रहा है सेंट्रल एवेन्यू, शहर कोलकाता की सबसे बड़ी क्रॉसिंग पर ये विरोध चल रहा है। और भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं ने पूरे शहर कोलकाता के कई इलाके में, कई क्रॉसिंग में ये विरोध करने का फैसला लिया है। और भाजपा सूत्रों से पता चल रहा है कि दोपहर को कुछ घंटे बाद में शहर कोलकाता के और कई भी इलाके में ऐसा प्रोटेस्ट किया जाएगा और कई थानों में ये अखिल गिरी के खिलाफ एफआईआर भी दर्ज करेंगे भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं।
प्राइमरी स्कूल है जो एक पोलिंग सेंटर बनाया गया है, भावुक जुड़ाव है क्योंकि यहीं पर पढ़ाई की थी। खुद जयराम ठाकुर ने का भी वोट यहीं पे उन्होंने डाला है।
This is called the women empowerment. These are the females from the CM family. They are very much clear. They will vote for the development, neither for the family life.
Anurag Thakur, the union minister, who is casting the vote along with the family. Wife is there, children are there, along with the father and the mother.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी। मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है?
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Veto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
So the Chief Minister has said that you are an RSS camp follower. He has said that you should be a detached figure. He says that you should uphold the dignity of your office, not be a RSS camp follower.
You can change a government. You can't change a people. It is the people of India who are electing the government at the center.
BJP state president walking towards the protesters demanding the resignation of Arya Rajendran, the mayor. At the same time, water cannons and tear gas are being used.
They want you to resign. Isn't it obvious to you, Mr. Khan? Now that you've used the resign word, I'll say it clearly to you. They want you to resign.
The law says the governor shall be chancellor. He cannot resign. Even when I had written the letter to the Chief Minister, I had said, make alternative statutory arrangements.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Grameen. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the Hubballi Idgah Maidan.
The BJP is taking out a massive protest outside the corporation demanding resignation of the mayor.
There's never a dull moment in Pakistan. Imran Khan's long march on, Imran Khan's long march off. Then again Imran Khan's long march on, and then off. Today, the long march will happen all over Pakistan. Tomorrow, it will happen only in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. These kind of flip-flops you can only see on Netflix or in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Hi, I'm Major Gauravari and you're watching Checkmate. Ladies and gentlemen, recently Imran Khan gave an interview to the CNN anchor Becky Anderson. And this interview, you can get it online, you can get it on YouTube, is worth seeing. This is Imran Khan at his evasive best. You know, there was a time when people used to question, the global media used to question Imran Khan when he was Prime Minister, saying that, Mr. Khan, you know, you talk about Kashmir or the oppression of Muslims in Kashmir, you talk about the oppression of Muslims in Palestine. Now, we'd like to ask you, we are not saying whether you're wrong or right there, but we'd like to ask you, why don't you speak about Muslims, Uyghur Muslims in China's Xinjiang province? Why not? And Imran Khan would mumble something, or go into long evasive answers and say that the Chinese are our good friends and we will speak to the Chinese in private and the dirty linen between friends need not be washed in public, etc., etc., etc. This is again what Imran Khan has started doing as far as the quote-unquote assassination attempt on him was made in Wazirabad in Gujranwala. Becky Anderson asked him, Mr. Khan, you have named three people who you say wanted you dead. Number one, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif. Number two, Rana Sanaullah, the Interior Minister of Pakistan. And number three, Major General Faisal, DGC of the Inter-Services Intelligence. Now, the question that Becky Anderson asked Imran Khan was simple. Mr. Khan, do you have any proof that these people are trying to kill you? You name them publicly, but do you have any proof? Imran Khan started to explain. And he started to say that, let me give you a brief background, because unless I give you a background, you will not be able to understand. And I had predicted this 2 months back, and I have people inside intelligence agencies who tell me, who are loyal to me and who hate the current regime and the current setup. And he started getting into this long cycle of explanation. And Becky Anderson again and again and again asked just one question. Where's the proof? Imran Khan could have very simply told Becky Anderson that here is the proof, all right, see this is the proof. Or he could have very well said that I don't think I'm going to give you the proof, but I shall certainly lay it out in front of the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Imran Khan did neither. And today right thinking people are asking, does Imran Khan really have proof? Or was he just trying to settle old scores with political rivals? Now, Imran Khan has a history with Major General Faisal. It was Major General Faisal at one point in time who refused to follow Imran Khan's instructions. And he said, speak to my superior, which means speak to DGISI at that point in time. Imran Khan was extremely upset because at that time, General Faisal was a brigadier. Imran Khan thought that a brigadier should listen to him because he's the Prime Minister of the country. General Faisal chose to take the professional path and tell the Prime Minister that, sir, I don't report to you, please speak to my boss. This is essentially Imran Khan trying to settle scores. And Becky Anderson, like all good journalists, hung on and she asked Imran Khan one last time, Mr. Khan, where's the proof? And Mr. Khan had no proof to give. The problem is that many people inside Pakistan, millions upon millions of them, really believe that Imran Khan is the right person for Pakistan. He's not. Friends, Becky Anderson is again and again asking Imran Khan, what's the proof? Imran Khan says, this is the proof. The thing is that in any right-thinking society in which justice is held supreme, people will not believe what Imran Khan is saying to be the proof. But in Pakistan, where for decades and decades, generation after generation, justice has been denied, anything that a supreme leader says is believed to be the truth. This is something like North Korea. Imran Khan's word in Pakistan today is the word of God. Why does this happen? I've discussed this before and I will take the liberty of discussing it again before I move to the next topic. The problem with Pakistan is that Pakistan has seen only loss, misfortune and humiliation for the past 75 years. A nation that has never won except an occasional game of cricket. Look at its economy. It's down in the dumps, survives on begging and aid and loans. Look at its Supreme Court. Politicians routinely refuse to listen to the Supreme Court. Imran Khan is the latest example, but Nawaz Sharif has done it in the past. In fact, Nawaz Sharif ordered the goons of his party, the Noon League, to assault Supreme Court judges inside the Supreme Court. So this is not just Imran Khan. This is across the Pakistani political spectrum. Look at Pakistan's diplomacy. Absolutely isolated. Its best friend, China, refuses to fund Pakistan any longer, except for loans on exorbitant rates of interest. Something like the China-Pakistan economic corridor. Pakistan stands isolated as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned. Yes, Saudis will give loans, but there are no business or trade agreements. There is no great agreement or great commerce happening between the countries. America hasn't helped out too much. No country is coming to Pakistan's aid except to give loans. And why is that? Because of terrible diplomacy and still more terrible leadership. The world does not believe in Pakistan any longer. The armed forces obviously are facing some sort of a rift created by Imran Khan. So if you look at the overall spectrum of what Pakistan is or has been for decades, the people have never seen a win. Along comes Imran Khan promising Naya Pakistan. Imran Khan says, I'll give you a Pakistan in which there is equality. I'll give you a Pakistan where there is justice, where there is freedom for all. And like the Pied Piper of Hamelin, he plays his pipe, and like so many rats, the people follow. The people of Pakistan would not believe in institutions. They don't like institutions. They like this whole idea of an angel coming down from heaven and helping them. They believe in miracles. They believe in magic. I don't think they actually believe in the ability of a government to sit down and create institutions that will stand the test of time. At the COP27 summit in Sharm el-Sheikh, Shehbaz Sharif spoke about climate justice. He spoke about the need for people to give Pakistan money. So, whether Pakistan is facing good times or bad, it is the world's responsibility to keep giving Pakistan money. But this time, Shehbaz Sharif asked for money with a slight twist, with a slight difference. What he said was, we don't want loans. We don't want loans from you. We want money from you that we will not have to pay back. So he's not looking at loans. He wants this to be a one-way street where people write checks worth billions and billions of dollars, ask for no accountability, don't ask for the money back. This is how Shehbaz Sharif went to COP27, Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. And this is what he said to the people there. Needless to say, the people were shocked. Various heads of state had come. He came back with very little. He came back with very little because if this is your marketing pitch, people will not help you. And people also understand that like Imran Khan did not like to name China, The same problem with the Shehbaz Sharif. He does not want to name China. There is some fear in Pakistan about China, that we will lose our only friend that we have in the world. They've already lost that friend. But the fact of the matter is that Pakistanis still seem to cling to this dream. Imran Khan never mentioned Uyghur Muslims, as I told you before. Shehbaz Sharif does not want to mention the fact that one of the biggest carbon criminals in the world is next door. He's looking towards the West, saying that because of your significant carbon footprint, floods have come to Pakistan. 1/3 of my country was submerged underwater. Almost 40 million people were underwater. They've lost their livelihoods, they've lost their family members, there have been deaths, there is disease. Infrastructure has absolutely been wiped out. A significant part of the China-Pakistan economic corridor has sunk, and I want the West to pay for it. Why? Because of the Industrial Revolution, because the West is such a massive consumer, because the West has perhaps the largest carbon footprint. While all that is true, what is also true is that China has no less a carbon footprint. And it is China who has been giving these coal-fired electrical plants to Pakistan. Plants that it itself rejects. But Pakistan will never look at China and say, we want money from you, because you are guilty, in part, of the floods that have happened. No. Pakistan will look towards the West. And this is the hypocrisy in Pakistan's foreign policy, in Pakistan's ideology, and in their characteristics. They will ask money from the very people that they demonize. And they will not ask money from the very people that they call their best friends. Back in Pakistan, when people said, how do you know that these three people, the Prime Minister, the Interior Minister, and the DGC of the ISI wanted to assassinate you, he said that I know people, I was the Prime Minister, I know people within these agencies. As I mentioned before, and I'd just like to elaborate on this point a little bit, come back to it, that, Imran Khan said that these people are loyal to me, they don't like the army chief, they don't like the Prime Minister, they think I'm good for Pakistan, they don't believe in the current setup, they feel that Naya Pakistan is the way forward, which only I can give, and these people come and share their secrets with me. It's talking about intelligence agencies like the ISI, and I think this is something that the entire ISI needs to think about. Is there really a mole inside the ISI? Is there somebody from within the ISI or within the Intelligence Bureau, within the FIA, who is leaking national secrets to Imran Khan Niazi, who is no longer, by the way, the Prime Minister of the country? Because Imran Khan has publicly said that there are people within the agencies who are giving him information. And he said it is these people who said, no, the agencies are trying to kill you and beware. I think this is a very long shot. No professional agency. I mean, I'm not calling the ISI professional by any standard, but yes, they do tend to stick together because of selfishness that they have, what they want from the system, and they know that if one sinks, all of them sink. Which is why the people from the ISI tend to stick together, the people from the Pakistan Army tend to stick together. I don't know what Imran Khan is trying to prove by saying this, but this is what he has said publicly. This is tantamount to saying that your intelligence agencies are leaking like a sieve. If Imran Khan can get inside the ISI, so can the Indians, so can the Americans, so can the Israelis. Where does this end? Why should the appointment of the Chief of the Army Staff matter so much to Pakistanis? Why should it matter at all? After all, the Chief of the Army Staff is a functionary of the state. He heads an army, and the army carries out the instructions of the elected members of the National Assembly of Pakistan. They're supposed to defend the borders of the country and fight off external aggression, etc. There has been no external aggression on Pakistan which they didn't start first, and as a response there was a sort of an attack by India or a counter attack by India. But the fact of the matter is, the Pakistani army is busy doing business, and the Pakistani army is busy interfering in politics, which is why Imran Khan may say that he's one of the greatest democrats that Pakistan has ever seen, and he loves democracy, he believes in democracy. But the fact of the matter is, he wants General Bajwa to come on television and say, from tomorrow Imran Khan Niazi will be the Prime Minister of Pakistan. This is what he wants.
30 40% of the people who didn't even know they had diabetes had soaring sugar levels.
To help India beat diabetes, BITO has collaborated with Lions Club International to conduct diabetes screening camps all over India to create awareness and control this silent epidemic.
आपने शुगर चेक की क्या?
Get your diabetes care program with a free BITO glucometer. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and 1 of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है?
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
BITO is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with BITO, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Grameen. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the Hubballi Idgah Maidan.
The BJP is taking out a massive protest outside the corporation demanding resignation of the mayor of Thiruvananthapuram.
Who is responsible for this?
Shehbaz Sharif is boxed in. He doesn't know what to do. And Shehbaz Sharif has no answers to the tsunami that Imran Khan has unleashed on Pakistan and Shehbaz Sharif's government. Now, people from Imran Khan's party, they're blocking roads. And not many of them. It's not like there are hundreds of thousands of people. 10, 15 people blocking a road. And they're daring the police to take action because they know that if the police does take action, there will be a backlash. This is what they're doing. So what does Shehbaz Sharif do? Shehbaz Sharif goes and tells the courts that long back we had filed an objection to Islamic banking. We said that Islamic banking will not work. It's bad for the country. It's bad for the economy. Because Islamic banking says there should be no interest charged. Now, if there is no interest charged, how will a bank work? And this was said 4 to 6 months back. What they're saying now is they've gone to court and they're saying, no, we're fine with Islamic banking. They're absolutely fine with Islamic banking. And the first thing that they do is they go to Maulana Fazlur Rahman, who's a right-wing, hardcore Islamist leader, and they say, Maulana Sahab, we are getting rid of interest. We are going to become a good Muslim nation. And now we will be banking without interest in Pakistan. I don't know how far this is feasible because Pakistan is, the State Bank of Pakistan runs according to the wishes of the IMF. It is not an autonomous institution. Pakistan does not control it any longer. I don't know how this will work out. And I don't understand how Pakistan plans to go ahead with this. How will banks work? Essentially, the way banks work is you deposit your money into a bank, the bank takes that money, gives you a small amount of interest, right? But when the bank gives your money as loan to somebody else, they charge a higher percent, and the difference is what the bank earns. And there are many, many more methodologies for a bank to earn money, but this is one. This is the primary source of income for a bank. Now, if you wipe out the system of, charging interest on money, then you better have the oil reserves of Saudi Arabia or the UAE. You better have a booming economy. But today, I don't think right now either Imran Khan or Shehbaz Sharif, both of them, are thinking about, Pakistan's future. They're thinking about their own future. Imran Khan wants to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan again. Shehbaz Sharif wants to continue being the Prime Minister of Pakistan. And this is what it is. And this is what it is. Because After the COP27 meeting in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, Shehbaz Sharif takes a private flight and goes to London to consult with his brother, Nawaz Sharif, who's in London. Now, apparently, Nawaz Sharif has been given a diplomatic passport, which means that he can't be arrested and he'll not be treated like a common citizen when he comes. The problem is that why has the Prime Minister of Pakistan gone to London to consult with his brother? He's gone there because on 29th of November, General Bajwa retires. So there are three probable scenarios, and I've mentioned this before, I'll take the liberty of saying it again. There are three probable scenarios. Number one, General Bajwa gets an extension, he stays put. Number two, General Bajwa leaves. On the 29th, another person is appointed army chief. Number three, the Shehbaz Sharif government surrenders in front of Imran Khan, and a person who's Imran Khan's favorite becomes army chief of Pakistan. We can all guess, in all probability, Imran Khan's choice will be General Faiz Hamid. So, where does this leave this entire scenario? Number one, I don't think, it is my personal assessment, I don't think that Imran Khan's choice will matter in this scenario. He is not the Prime Minister. All he can do is get elements out on the street and protest. But if the government can hold on for a little while longer, they have the problem sorted. There are rumors within Pakistan that General Bajwa will get an extension. This is what my friends in Pakistan tell me. This is the conversation that has happened now. I do not know what will happen. Nobody can predict what will happen in Pakistan. People have tried the predictions in Pakistan. They've always failed because Pakistan is not a normal state. Anything can happen in Pakistan. General Zia-ul-Haq, that famous dictator who died in a plane crash, when he took over, he promised that within a few months there will be elections. Those few months became 1 decade, perhaps Pakistan's darkest decade. Pakistan has never suffered so much like it did under General Zia-ul-Haq. But that is the nature of the Pakistani army and that is the nature of the Pakistani state. But there is a different debate here. Why should the appointment of the Chief of the Army Staff matter so much to Pakistanis? Why should it matter at all? After all, the Chief of the Army Staff is a functionary of the state. He heads an army and the army carries out the instructions of the elected members of the National Assembly of Pakistan. They're supposed to defend the borders of the country and fight off external aggression, etc. There has been no external aggression on Pakistan which they didn't start first, and as a response there was a sort of an attack by India or a counter attack by India. But the fact of the matter is the Pakistani army is busy doing business and the Pakistani army is busy interfering in politics, which is why Imran Khan may say that he's one of the greatest democrats that Pakistan has ever seen and he loves democracy, he believes in democracy, but the fact of the matter is he wants General Bajwa to come on television and say, from tomorrow Imran Khan Niazi will be the Prime Minister of Pakistan. This is what he wants. Because they've done it in the past. It was the Pakistani army that appointed Imran Khan Prime Minister of Pakistan. It was the Pakistani army that took away the chair from him. It was the Pakistan army that appointed Shehbaz Sharif the Prime Minister of Pakistan. And Imran Khan knows that if he has to sit on that chair again, it will be General Bajwa or his successor who can do this. And this is exactly why Imran Khan wants to be in that position where he can name General Bajwa's successor. This whole fight about General Bajwa's successor is all about who will sit on the chair of the Prime Minister of Pakistan. But this speaks a lot about the country. 75 years and they still want an army general to appoint the Prime Minister. What a shame and what a tragedy. And friends, lastly from Pakistan, Imran Khan has just made a comment that he's not going to stop under any condition. This long march will not stop. This long march will never stop, irrespective of consequence. Let there be firing on the roads, let there be dead bodies, let there be rivers of blood. Imran Khan will pay any price, or rather his supporters will pay any price so that Imran Khan becomes the Prime Minister of Pakistan. And this is exactly what Pakistan did in Kashmir. Pakistan said, we will fight till the last drop of blood for Kashmir. They just forgot to mention whose blood. It was not the blood of Pakistanis, or at least Pakistan's elite. It was the Kashmiris being radicalized. That was what Pakistan did, and this is exactly what Imran Khan is doing. His own sons are in London comfortable. They've come to pay their father a visit. They will go back in some time. But the agitation on the streets, led by the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, the muscle power will come from the poorest of the poor of Pakistan. They will bleed, they will die, they will rot in prison. All because of one man's mad dream to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this episode of Checkmate. I'll be back next week. Till then, have a great weekend.
Have you checked your sugar levels?
Afraid of diabetes and its complications?
होप खत्म हो गई थी. मुझे लगता था यार ये क्या लाइफ है?
Is diabetes a serious epidemic?
200 million people are at risk of developing diabetes.
So one should always think that what really works for them.
Technology is the only way we can solve this problem for India.
Veto is a one-stop solution for anything diabetes.
Watch India Beats Diabetes with Beto, a World Diabetes Day special, today at 6:30 p.m. only on Republic TV.
The main accused in the Bargari sacrilege case, Pradeep Singh, has been shot dead by two bike-borne gunmen at Kotakpura in Faridkot.
3 arrests have been made, 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists and 1 of their helper. Big success for the Jammu police as they have busted this major terror module. This was the tanker that was being used by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists to sneak into the weapons from the Jammu to the Kashmir Valley.
So the Chief Minister has said that you are an RSS camp follower. He has said that you should be a detached figure. He says that you should uphold the dignity of your office, not be a RSS camp follower.
You can change a government. You can't change a people. It is the people of India who are electing the government at the center.
BJP state president walking towards the protesters, demanding the resignation of Arya Rajendran, the mayor. At the same time, water cannons and tear gas are being used.
They want you to resign. Isn't it obvious to you, Mr. Khan? Now that you've used the resign word, I'll say it clearly to you. They want you to resign.
The law says the governor shall be chancellor. He cannot resign. Even when I had written the letter to the Chief Minister, I had said, make alternative statutory arrangements.
From the first rally spot of Anurag Thakur, this is Shimla Gramin. People here, women, children, youngsters, elders have come out. First time I'm seeing early in the morning.
Tipu Jayanti celebrations, there has been a low-key response for this entire celebrations in the...
Big stir ahead of the Prime Minister's Telangana visit. Controversial posters are put up as the BJP hits out at the TRS.
Rajiv Gandhi assassination convicts, 6 of them have been released by the Supreme Court, and the police are taking away Nalini to the Katpadi police station where she will be signing the parole.
Trinamool Congress Minister Akhil Giri's sexist comment on President Draupadi Murmu come out. The BJP demands action. TMC tries to distance itself.
In this country, that the citizen is seen as someone to be thrashed, abused and threatened. And the tragedy is that our country will by 2027 become the world's 3rd largest economy. We, the citizens whose toil, whose sweat, whose taxes make this country great, are treated like dirt. Political louts like Jitendra, who think that they can get 40 people to beat up any one of us whenever they like, think that they own this country.
Sacked Bengal minister is India's #1 demand tonight. The TMC minister is not yet sacked by Mamata Banerjee. After the national anger over the insult on President, these are protests erupting from Bengal to Odisha.
FIR now is filed in Odisha as well as body shaming and sexist slur becomes India's #1 headline. The NCW takes note of the Republic newsbreak, taking suo motu cognizance and also issuing a notice. Republic Bangla exposing the TMC minister broken 12 hours ago is India's #1 headline. The NCP MLA Jitendra Awad is arrested, sent to judicial custody, and then he's released after being granted bail. But what really are they celebrating? And breaking news is just coming in. It's a big controversy over the NCP leader Jitendra Awad's arrest and release. The DCP who oversaw the arrest of Jitendra Awad now has been transferred. This development coming after he was granted bail and even released earlier today. So a big controversy over the cop who actually went ahead and made this release. This is the DCP who actually oversaw the arrest of Jitendra Awad, the man from the NCP, the hooligan who was captured on cameras trying to push away and manhandle people in a theatre in Thane, now has been transferred, is what we are given to understand. And do remember earlier today, Jitendra Awad was also produced in a local court and he now already has been granted bail. Alicia has more details for us on that story. You know, Alicia, at times you don't know what to say. I want to know from you, what more do we know about the transfer? Has there been any, official release that has been put out? What is the reason for this transfer?
Well, yes, we know that there was a DCP transfer, but moreover, it's very important to point it out at this point of time because it's a DCP, Vinay Kumar Rathod, who was a DCP Zone 5, who oversaw the arrest of NCP leader Jitendra Awad in a case that has been registered with the Vartak Nagar police station, but now has been transferred out and now will be charged as a DCP traffic in Thane city. So this is the development that has been coming in right after Jitendra Awad, who has been released on bail with the surety bond of 15,000 rupees by the magistrate court in Thane. And right after that, we have been seeing there is a transferred order that has come across and an official order that has come across of Vinay Kumar Rathod, who was a DCP Zone 5 Thane city. And as I mentioned, who oversaw the arrest of Jitendra Awad and now been transferred to as a DCP traffic Thane city.
Now, Alicia, we can be given to understand, and this is exactly what the state will say. They will say all this is regular because this is a part of a routine transfer, but people